I spend more time working on these cars than with my own family.
I spend my days digging holes, cutting grass, and sweating.
This is job number 2 today. So my customers aren't the only ones drinking coffee.
I'm breaking my back out here for one reason.
I want to pay off some other guy's debt.
Biden's plan to pay other people's college loans using my tax dollars is a great idea.
Biden's right. You should take my tax dollars to pay off your debts. My family will figure out how to get by with less. What's most important is we spare college graduates from any extra stress.
Want to be a struggling artist? College is on me.
My kids don't need fancy things like school supplies or new shoes.
I work for you, theater major.
This shift is for you, business major. Go buy yourself that new car.
Enjoy your free ride. College is on me.
Tell Congress, stop Biden's bailout for rich kids.
Damn, son. Bruce Wayne, how you doing today? Can I see your pilot's license? I'm gonna need you to step out of the car for me.
I'm Morgan Freeman. I'm not a doctor, but I trust science. And I'm told that for some reason people trust me. So here I am to say, I trust science and I got the vaccine. If you trust me, you'll get the vaccine. In math, it's called the distributive property. In people, it's called taking care of one another. Get the vaccine. Help make our world a safe place for us to enjoy ourselves again. Please.
Hey, welcome back to the heavily censored, shadow banned, and valve down high impact flicks channel. I just want to thank each and every one of you for making something possible that hasn't really been a reality for years on this channel now. My channel actually gained in subscribers the last 2 days, and I suspect it's because some of you realized that you were unsubscribed without actually unsubscribing. See, ever since May of 2018, when my channel, which had no strikes, mysteriously disappeared and then reappeared about 8 months later, things weren't the same. The channel's been demonetized and it's been shadow banned ever since. And I've also been informed by many of you that you've been unsubscribed many times and almost never get notifications. This is an extremely dishonest business practice on the part of YouTube. So thanks for making the extra effort to actually look for my videos. You shouldn't have to do that, and I really appreciate it. Prior to 2018, this channel was consistently gaining tens of thousands of subscribers a month and was on target for accumulating over 20 million views a month. Now it can barely muster over 400,000 views. Anyway, thanks for sticking around all this time and for overcoming the shadow banning nonsense. If you want to support the channel, the support links, including the merch link, is in the description below. I appreciate all of you. Let's go ahead and roll the intro.
People ask me all the time, hey Brian, do you really use that keto elevate stuff and does it really work? The answer is yes and yes. Never in my entire life have I lost body fat so quickly. Not even in my prime at 25, which is over 25 years ago. I'm approaching 54 this year. If you want to support the channel and do your health a favor, grab some with my link in the description.
And I do not believe it's because of a deep well of enthusiasm for my opponent. We know that black voters are often discounted, and unfortunately this year black men have been a very targeted population for misinformation. Not misinformation about what they want, but about why they want what they deserve. And my campaign has been the only one that has very intentionally, thoughtfully, and consistently reached out. That has been misconstrued as concern, when it indeed is just respect.
Hello, it's me again with another egg video. I thought I better get this one out there before the supermarkets put their story across and cancel everyone else out. So when you go into a supermarket now, you might see that there is a bit of an egg shortage. So not many eggs on the shelf to buy, not free range, not organic, nothing. So you're struggling to find eggs. Supermarkets are going to tell you this is because of avian flu. Which, to be fair, there has been a lot of cases of avian flu. But do you want to know the real reason why there's an egg shortage? It's because the supermarkets won't pay the farmers for the eggs. So the supermarkets have upped their price for you, the consumer. But they haven't filtered that price increase down to us, the farmers. So our cost of producing these eggs has skyrocketed. Feed, electric, the price of new birds, that's gone up. But our price of eggs has stayed the same. So we physically can't afford to produce these eggs. So currently there's been 8 million less free-range hens ordered for next year's flocks. So that's just under 8 million eggs every day that we're not going to be producing. So that's 8 million eggs less every single day that we don't produce. And we're already 3 million eggs short of being self-sufficient. So the UK have to import 3 million eggs every day to feed the nation. And now we're losing another 8 million birds because the supermarkets won't pay us. And they're going to blame the farmers. They'll be like, oh, well, the farmers should just stock them and produce you great British food. But we can't afford to. If the supermarkets paid us a fair price for our eggs, then we would stock our sheds and there would be more sheds going up and the UK could be self-sufficient in great British eggs. But the supermarkets won't pay us. So if you can make any sense of that, or if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Holy shit. What do I mean by that? Well, I just got a message from a very, very high up banking contact, international banker. And you know what they just told me? They told me Chrystia Freeland last week was in the United States on behalf of Canada taking out a $500 billion with a B, $500 billion loan from the U.S. to try to keep the Canadian economy from completely imploding after they just wasted over $400 billion on the scam. And this $500 billion is going to be paid back with almost 3% interest. I even know the fucking interest payment that we're going to be paying on this debt. So if you don't think that inflation is going to run fucking wild, if you don't think your food price and everything else are going to skyrocket and they're going to give you every excuse in the book, from Putin's war in Ukraine to the pandemic to the blue-purple elephant flying in the sky, no. It's because they've been stealing hundreds of billions of dollars, and now they got to steal or borrow $500 billion more that we have to pay for. Canada is never going to be the same again, and they did this without any public oversight. But as usual, because of who I am, I get inside information from virtually all around the world. And this is the truth. I want to expose this. I want people to start asking this question. I want to make sure the mainstream media cannot ignore why Canada had to get an extra $500 billion loan secretly and under the table.
While we have time and it still retains some of its perceived value, maybe it'd be a good idea to convert your worthless fiat into valuable, storable food. Don't be the one who waits till the food riots start happening. You don't want to be fighting panicking people in the store over that last jar of peanut butter. At Prepare with High Impact Flicks, you can get up to 3 air and watertight gasket-sealed ammo cans, each filled with a 4-week emergency supply. 7 food varieties, 2,000 calories a day, 284 servings, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and each meal comes in a resealable, heavy-duty 4-layered pouch. And it's got a 25-year shelf life. Every order of a 4-week supply gets you $100 off plus free shipping. Here's how simple it is to make. I'm gonna cook up some Granny's home-style potato soup. People are gonna think I'm a culinary hero. You open the pouch, boil 4.5 cups of water, stir the contents, simmer on low heat for 15 to 20 minutes, take it off the heat, then let it set for 2 to 3 minutes before you serve it up.
Man, this stuff's so good. People are gonna think Granny stopped by and filled your kitchen with a whole bunch of love.
Well, if Granny does stop by, she's gonna fill your behind with a whole bunch of buckshot if you keep talking with your mouth full. Wipe your dang beard off. It's embarrassing. So maybe convert some of your worthless fiat into valuable food while you still can. Order now and get $100 off of up to 3 4-week emergency food supplies at preparewithhighimpactflix.com. The link is in the description.